All right, what's going on, my stock market bulls and bears? I am your host, Terry, and welcome to the channel, Buy the Dip. Guys, in today's video, man, I hope you're hungry and ready to go. We're going to talk about two stocks that I think are really great buying opportunities right now, because right now they're feeling the dip of the market and the uncertainty of the pandemic picking up and the election and the stimulus. So we're going to get in today and talk about Tattoo Chef, and we're going to talk about BurgerFi, and we're going to do a little bit more digging in information and see how much these price points can get us gains if we decide to go ahead and purchase some of these. So guys, let's get into it. Let's go. All right, guys, so we are here looking at Tattoo Chef right now, and it's crazy, man. I think this stock is just taking a dip, honestly, for no reason. As you can see here in the 1 day right now, we're down like 2.25% overall, roughly. It was down 0.74 in the day, down 1.54% in the after hours. So that creates a great opportunity. If we look here in the 1 week, this stock is down over 12%, almost 12.5%. If we look here at the 1 month, this is where it's brutal, man. Look at this 1 month chart, down 30%, almost down 31% in the 1 month chart. Now, of course, it's over for the 3 month chart, because that was roughly right around when they merged over and all that stuff. But the last month for Tattooed Chef has been pretty brutal. As you can see here, this stock was trading at $23, $21, and it went back up to $24. Then we shot to $26, and still at 26. People sold off, took some profit, went down to 23. Then we went the whole way back up to 26 and a half. And basically ever since October 16th at this 26.49, it has just been downhill the whole way. It hasn't even recovered. Basically, it went the whole way down here at 16.42 on the 26th. It bounced back up a little bit there to almost 20, and now it's been slowly selling off because of, a couple key things. Number one is the presidential election. As we know, the markets always seem to do crazy things around elections. So these next couple of weeks are going to be a bumpy ride. So get buckled up and get ready. And we haven't got no stimulus, which is, key. And people are worried about the pandemic coming back and shutting things down. So people want to have cash on hand. So that's why we're getting this video today on Tattooed Chef and BurgerFi. So as we know, the stock is badly kicked while it's down here. It's already merged, which is good. And I'm sure you know what Tattooed Chef is if you go to their website here. They have all kind of healthier food options you can get in the stores. I know you can buy them at like your Sam's Club and Walmart and things like that. But they have like a buffalo cauliflower. They have a cauliflower crust cheese pizza, a cauliflower mac and cheese bowl, Mexican style street corn. So they have a lot of the healthy options, and it's all plant-based. So it's very healthy. And that kind of stuff right now, the plant power, is you can see all their options here that they have. A lot of different food options now. And meet the Tattooed Chef, Sarah Galletti. So there it is, man. All her experiences through the years became part of this brand. Tattooed Chef allows me to bring all the elements of what makes me, and share it. That's the ultimate form of expression. So I think we need to get her a shirt that says Tattooed and Employed. I love seeing those shirts when they were around, man. The Tattooed and Employed t-shirts. So yeah, that's pretty much the quick business model. And if we look here on some of the newest articles on Tattooed Chef. So here, Shark Bites, Tattooed Chef is shaking off the SPAC handicap. When bottom fishing, the first bounce may be the biggest, but subsequent ones are often easier to catch. So stock quotes in this article are TTCF, Tattooed Chef. Trading action today continues, mixed on a negative bias. It is breath and slept now. 2,900 gainers to 4,450 decliners. And if we go down here, the new 12-month lows are rather small, but expanding around 70. And so here's one on the radar. It's a good bounce. Tattooed Chef. The recent SPAC has fully completed its merger and has been caught up to the negative bias of the group. Tattooed Chef is fast-growing provider of plant-based foods. It just opened an online store Monday and should continue to attract entrants once start trading without the regard of the SPAC history. So that is what's really key too. I like that you can buy their food online. And as you know, man, with the pandemic and all, it is very, very key that you have a business that can be accessed online. So you don't even have to go to the store to buy this, man. You get right online, order it, ship it, done. I'm sure they probably like a monthly subscription program. So as you can see here, they have a chart here with a little bit of chart analysis on it. And here it says, Tattooed Chef formed a double top and felt support around 17. We're looking for entry points at that level for new holds. We prefer to find an entry as the short-term flippers exit and it drifts back down. So as you can see, they got this support level here. It's $17, guys, and right now we're at $17.25. So this could be your perfect opportunity to get in on Tattooed Chef. Guys, if we go back on the chart on this bad boy, look at this here. This thing was all but, I think it was the one here. You get a really good shot of, yeah. I think it was $28, almost $29 at one point. So, yeah, there's definitely room to grow. I mean, there's over $11 a share to grow. If this thing was at 28 at one point, now we're down at 17, man. That's a lot of room to grow. So you're talking 11 bucks. Was that like 40%, like 30-40% growth that can happen in this company? Guys, the revenue in this company is amazing. So we'll get into that here next. So here we go. So Tattooed Chef reports preliminary record for third quarter in fiscal 2020. And foreign merger to corporation reminds stockholders to vote in favor of the business combination. Record preliminary revenue of $41 million for the third quarter fiscal. Special meeting approved business combination with Tattooed Chef held on October 15th. So that has already happened. So here it is. Sam Galletti, President and CEO of Tattooed Chef. Our strong third quarter revenues were driven by our Tattooed Chef branded products, and we expect the trend to continue to accelerate as we launch new e-commerce platform later this month. Given this and increased distribution of our Tier 1 customers, we believe we are well positioned to meet or exceed our full year revenue expectations of $148 million and adjusted EBITDA expectations of $17 million. David Boris, the co-CEO and CFO, added, "We continue to believe in Tattooed Chef's long-term growth and opportunity in the global plant-powered food market and expected to close the transaction shortly after the special meeting on the 15th, which they've already did that, but that was saying here that how much they have grown in revenues. $41 million for the third quarter, and they're hoping to get $148 million for the whole year is their expectation. So, yeah, that right there is already a big chunk of what they needed to get. And, yeah, so that's pretty crazy right there. I think Tattoo Chef, in my opinion, and we're going to go on the target points here, if you can buy in today at $17.25, the market's open up tomorrow, and they're still like $17, $18, and you purchase in this now, nothing ever happens overnight, guys. So don't get all upset if you buy in and it dips more. And you're buying right now in a really uncertain time in the markets with the election and everything. So if you can buy in at $17, $18, and you hold on to this stock, ride out the election, ride out the stimulus, and the pandemic loosens up a little bit, which really, the pandemic ain't really going to be a big deal for this one. It will for the grocery store part, but I mean, people still going to buy food, and you can buy it online, so I really like that. So if you can purchase in at $17, I would put a target on this, like depending on how, if you want to set 3 price points of maybe selling and taking profits. So if this thing is at 17, you might want to set your first one around like $20. So that would get you a good bit of returns. So let's just say you buy 100 shares at $17.25. Maybe possibly if you're looking for short-term gains, maybe sell like 25 shares at 20. If it goes to 22.50, sell another 25. If it goes to $25, maybe sell the rest of your 50, and you made a good bit of money. Or if the stock's going up like crazy, just sell options on it. Sell your 100 shares in a call option and get the premiums on it. So you can do it either way. But that would be my price points. You buying at 17, I think you'd easily lucky to get 20, $22.50, or $25 is definitely safe. So 3 good points of getting returns on your money there I'm going to give for Tattooed Chef. So guys, stock number 2 in this video we're going to get in here too. It's going to be one we talked about before on the channel, but it's been a while, so we're going back to it. This stock, man, has had a rough road, as you can see here. OPES acquisition, which is BurgerFi. If you don't know what BurgerFi is, it reminds me in my area. I don't have a BurgerFi in my area, but it reminds me of like a Five Guys. So it depends on where you guys live. You may have a BurgerFi, you may not, but it definitely reminds me of a Five Guys burgers and fries. Except that I do like that they stamped their logo on the bun. I think that is pretty cool. And a big article here, man. They got the new fired chicken sandwich, which I guess is competing with Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and all that. So they got a new spicy fried chicken sandwich. You know, they got tricked out shake, which looks pretty good. I can go for one of those right now. And they talk about their award-winning burger joint and how they care about their customers. So if we look at the history of this stock, man, this thing was coming out in the IPO like $10, $11, and then there was a hype of what they were merging with. And this thing on the hype, man, was up into $14, almost $15. Did we get to 15? No, we got to like $14.96, $14.98. We were all but 15. People saw that and sold out. And ever since, guys, we look here at September 18th, this thing has been downhill now for over a month, almost a month and a half. So this thing was basically $15, and now we are down to $10.50. So we're talking a $4.50 price cut on BurgerFi, but the merger hasn't happened yet. It's still OPES acquisition, so we're waiting for the merger. So you may be asking, when is the merger going to happen? So go in here and do that research. We will get the merger date. Here we go. So this is saying on Google, OPES Acquisition signed a definitive merger agreement on June 30th and filed the proxy statement to seek approval of the business combination with the Securities and Exchange Commission on the 25th of September. So it's been like a month ago they filed all this paperwork, and OPES and BurgerFi are currently on track to merge in Q4 of this year. So there it is. They are looking to merge very, very soon. Here in this fourth quarter, we're going to see a merger coming. So that ticker symbol will change, which would possibly help it. People know more about what it is. Now, this one here, to me, is a little bit more riskier than Tattooed Chef, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, BurgerFi is a brick and mortar style restaurant. You can't get their stuff online like you can Tattooed Chef. And OPES doesn't have like their items in a grocery store in a sense. So they're just like you walk into the restaurant, you make your purchases, and that's how they get your money. So if more lockdowns happen and restaurants are closed back down, that's going to be really, really bad for BurgerFi. Like I said, back a couple months back, me and my wife was on vacation in Myrtle Beach, and they actually had a BurgerFi there, and I didn't get to go, which I was a little upset. I really wanted to go there because, you know, I've been following the stock and seeing what it's doing. And now that it's basically down, guys, to like the IPO price at like $10.50, it's really looking attractive. So if we get into BurgerFi here, and let's see here. Yeah, perfect. So OPES acquisition, Corp's business combination target. BurgerFi brings the heat with the new spicy chicken sandwich. Better Burger Concepts introduces the spicy chicken sandwich wars as it takes on the popular menu item, utilizing ghost pepper honey as its not so secret spicy and delicious weapon. So they're trying to compete with the Popeyes and the Chick-fil-A sandwich. As you can see here, there's a picture of it. Man, does that look good. I can go for one of those right now and utilize that ghost pepper honey sauce. That sounds really good. So right here you can see they have their fast-growing casual concept will offer the fiery sandwich at all 125 locations in the U.S. So that is what they have, 125 locations across the U.S. right now. So they're still a new company. They're going to be growing. They're going to have to keep building out. But do I still think this stock is at a great point to buy? Absolutely. Honestly, I think Tattoo Chef and OPES here, which is BurgerFi, are both great buying opportunities. So let's go back and take a look here and do what price points I think we should set for BurgerFi here. So if you're buying in today at $10.50, depending how many shares, we're just going to use 100 shares as the entry point. You buy 100 shares of OPES acquisition. Now, what would my price points be if I'm buying in at OPES and I'm in it for the short term? Now, long term, you don't care. You're just going to hang on to it. But let's talk to my short term people. A lot of people that watch my channel always like to talk about like 3 to 6 months possibly. So they like to know what price point should you set. So I try to figure around like 20% profit should possibly be around maybe your first point of, if you're looking for short-term gains and building up some cash capital, then, so if you're buying this at $10.50, you might want to set this for around like $12.50 roughly. So if you buy 100 shares, the stock jumps up to $12.50. You could possibly sell 25 shares, take a little of that profit, and keep your 75 shares. So if it goes from $12.50 up to like $15, where was the high, then maybe you might want to sell the other 25 shares and take some more profit. Now, if it goes up over like $17, you might want to consider selling all the rest of your shares because you're talking all-time highs, and there better be some crazy news for that stock to probably even get to that price point. So I would say set them at like $12.50, $15, and $17 as your 3 price points if you're trying to sell off your 100 shares. But if you're in it for the long term, then you just keep riding the waves out and you don't care. And you basically just sell your call options on it. You have your 100 shares, you wait for this thing to go up to $14, $15, and then you just sell covered calls, and basically then you take that premium and put it in your pocket, and you can buy more shares or whatever you want. But I myself, right now, I'm looking at these stocks, and they're getting very, very interesting. And I'm really thinking about a couple of these, man. I like them both, Tattoo Chef and OPES. But if I had to pick and I had to give a recommendation, I would pick Tattoo Chef. And the reason is because they are online. And they're in grocery stores. And during the pandemic, grocery stores do not close. And online does not close. But BurgerFi and a brick and mortar style restaurant can close. So that's why I'm picking BurgerFi, and they have I'm picking Tattoo Chef, and they have great revenues, man. They made $41 million in the third quarter, guys. So that's why I would recommend, if I'm going to put my money in one of these two, I would put it in Tattoo Chef. But like I said, I think your money is honestly safe in either one at these price points. I mean, if you're buying Tattoo Chef at $17, I think you're going to do good. And if you're also buying BurgerFi at $10.50, I think you're going to do good. Unless, like, we have a shutdown and lockdown or something crazy happens. But, yeah, I think you're good in either one. But just for me, I'd pick Tattoo Chef. So, all right, guys. If you found this video helpful and you really like this information, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up, man. Join the Thumbs Up Nation. Really helps out the channel, and I love hearing all you guys' comments and support down below. And, guys, I will catch you in the next one. And remember to buy the dip.